G'day kids, make sure you hit the subscribe button, that way you won't miss out on any of the new videos that come out. Until then, enjoy this one.
Aussie, 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 oi! Ozzie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Ozzie. G'day Ozzie. G'day Ozzie. G'day Ozzie. G'day Ozzie.
G'day kids, Ozzie here. Got a really cool book today. This one's called Aussie Aussie Aussie, and it's about a couple of kids that just love cheering for their home country, the Australians. It's written by Monica Brzezinski and illustrated by Natalie Dyer. We were really excited. There was only one day to go. Mum and Dad were taking us to watch athletics. We spent all day in the garden making posters with our cousin Roy. And what did we paint? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Because that's what Australians say at Aussie sporting events, don't they? Alex was getting nervous. There was only one day to go. She had trained very hard and waited a long time to be selected, and this was it. Alex had been chosen to run for Australia. What an honour for Alex. Mummy woke us up very early the next morning to get ready. We were dressed in green and gold from head to toe, and then Mummy drew the Australian flag on our faces. This was something we were going to enjoy, and we giggled as we said, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Look at them, all dressed up in their Aussie gear. Getting very excited, aren't they? When Alex woke up, there was no one there to help her. She ate a good breakfast and packed her own bag. Then she pinched herself just to make sure she wasn't dreaming. Look, she's all dressed in her Aussie gear, ready to go and compete for Australia. That's pretty cool. We caught the train in. It was so much fun. Everyone else was dressed up too. We met people from everywhere, from Cape York to Fitzroy. And we whispered to each other, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Alex caught the bus to the stadium. It was very quiet. Perhaps everyone was thinking of the big race ahead. Look, you can see athletes from different countries here. That one looks like the Canadian flag, so it's a Canadian athlete. We squashed our way through the queues to find our seats. There were so many people, but it didn't annoy. And we started to chant, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Alex walked into the stadium and looked around. She'd never seen so many people, yet felt so alone. The athletes moved to the starting line. Suddenly, from the crowd up jumped a boy. And what did he shout? Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. There's Alex. Alex's knees began to tremble as she went to her place. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. The whole crowd went crazy. No one was coy, and we all began screaming, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. How cool is that? Look at them all getting super excited, cheering for their country. Alex gave it everything she had, and then she found more. As she crossed the line, she knew she'd run the best race of her life. That's all we can ask for, isn't it? Give everything your best. We clapped and we cheered, we screamed, yelled and shouted. We jumped for joy and the stadium roared, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Alex looked around, then waved to the crowd. She started to cry the happiest tears she had ever cried. She had finally heard us. We were so proud to be Australian. Although we didn't take any photos that day, the feeling in the stadium will stay in our hearts forever to enjoy. And we'll never forget Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. How cool. And look, there's the kids running in their own junior athletics carnival. And hopefully one day, if they keep working hard, they'll be just like Alex and compete for Australia or for their country, whatever country that may be. That's an inspiring book. It's super fun, isn't it? Hope you enjoyed it, kids. Hopefully you love cheering for your country. Hopefully one day you'll be able to compete for your country. Kids, we'll see you on our next story time with Aussie. Until then, stay keen. Hey kids, did you have lots of fun today watching Aussie? I hope so. Did you know that we've got a heap of Aussie episodes on our YouTube channel? If you haven't already, go back and have a scroll through. I reckon you'll find some others that you absolutely love. And while you're there, why don't you hit subscribe? That way you won't miss out on any of our new videos that we bring out. We'll see you again soon, kids. Until then, stay keen. Oh, and by the way, did you happen to find the hidden Aussie icon in that video? Yeah, make sure you look closely because they're in every single video. That's right. Stay keen, kids.
Aussie, 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 oi. Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of